Today we're visiting the Gardner Street Women's Bridge Housing. This was a beautiful building that was built in the 60s. It was a library that ended up being closed in 2004. Over time, it became an encampment. Vans parked outside. There were people that were breaking into the building.
I've lived on Gardner Street for 20 years, and when I first heard that they were going to build a homeless bridge housing project right next to my home, I was concerned because I didn't know what it might do to our neighborhood and how it might change the experience of living here.
And when I first heard about it, I was hesitant. People coming and going with possibly drugs, people with mental problems coming and going at all hours of the night.
Many neighbors and community members had concerns. They hear there's going to be homeless housing going into their neighborhoods, and it becomes a fear of the unknown.
Where do the ladies come from? What kinds of services would we be providing? And really, would we be a good neighbor in the community?
Each and every conversation became an opportunity to just flip a fear into a hope.
What I thought would be a serious problem, look at it. It's an awesome place. It's beautiful. It is just heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time.
Living on the streets, you feel alone, and being in here, I felt supported. I walked in and I felt like I was at home, that I'd finally made it out of the truck.
Bridge housing is a community for women, community to community.
I lost my job and my apartment in a matter of the same week. The Gardner Center has offered me a bed to stay in a part of town that I'm familiar with that's safe. It has given me the stability that I need to continue to work.
Ladies who come into this program have been matched to housing, but it takes time. And we don't want to lose them between the time that they're on the street and they're permanently housed. So we create that bridge.
This is a crisis a long time in the making, and it's going to take all of us taking action to solve it. Bridge housing just becomes part of the fabric of the neighborhood, like any other housing.
This abandoned building that brought so many problems to the neighborhood for so many years is now such a great example of how a project like this can actually make your neighborhood better.
Now these ladies are truly our neighbors, and it's just lovely to have them with us.
I'm thrilled at how successful this project is, but honestly, when I see it, I get impatient for more. And I see that we need to be doing this everywhere, every block, every neighborhood.
I'm your neighbor.
I am your neighbor.
I am your neighbor.
I am your neighbor.
I am your neighbor.
I'm your neighbor.
I am your neighbor.
We are neighbors lifting neighbors.